A Whitley County husband and wife are facing criminal charges of animal neglect tonight. Authorities seized 11 horses from their property. One of those horses had to be euthanized, while some of the others are struggling to survive. We do want to warn you, some of the pictures, the subject matter, you may find disturbing. ABC 21's Jeff Newmeyer has more.
I mean, you can feel that. That's his bone right there.
Michelle Bobe and others connected to Chattaroba Horse Rescue are skilled at caring for abused and neglected animals. The organization right now dealing with one of its most challenging cases ever. This Belgian draft horse normally weighs about 2,000 pounds. After months of malnourishment, it's down to about 1,200 pounds. When they found it on a property near South Whitley, she says it was in awful shape. They thought it had grain stuck in its throat, but instead they pulled out sticks, bark, and other debris
Out of his esophagus and his stomach, because that's what he was trying to eat to survive.
In late January, Whitley County health officials and police investigated horses owned by John and Deborah Thomas, documenting that the majority of 17 of the horses present were emaciated. They were turned over to Chattaroba, which is